We are iheartblob, and we are focused on integrating new technologies into the design process. We are fairly small studio of 3 people who met in university and thought that it would be interesting to start a project in which every day we are trying to creatively design a new object using tools that are both within the architecture discipline and discourse and also tools that are not typically seen as architectural tools. For this reason, we've moved towards augmented reality as a way to frame most of our projects, whether that is in the object itself that we design or in the way that we go about designing that object. Yeah, that's kind of been our focus for the last 4 years now, to take these tools of architecture and introduce them with new technologies.
How did you find balancing it with university work, and what did your tutors or your studio assistants think of it as you were going through university?
Well, I think as Ben already mentioned, at first our posts or our work was sometimes closely connected with the studio brief. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of a test ground for the ideas. And because it was every day, so we had like just one day, 24 hours for one project to start and finish, to write text. It was a really quick ground for testing ideas and then seeing the feedback on Instagram, seeing how it went. So I guess it was quite beneficial to actually the ability to see and test these ideas we try in studio.
And we were religious about that one day posting. So we posted a new work, a new design on the day of our final exam, which was obviously very challenging. We posted a new project on the day of Christmas. We posted a new project the day of midterms. So it was something where I think at a point, iheartblob grew to be so important to us that it didn't necessarily take priority over studio, but there was no chance that we were going to miss making that post. And it didn't matter that we were all stressed about other things for the studio or for something else. And it shows sometimes the designs are done much quicker than others. But it really was something that we always prioritized, even when we were studying.
And we actually never ever like kind of made blobs in advance. It was always like, oh no, final presentation today, but tonight I need to do this. So like either you get the presentation done quick and then the blob came into play and it was like everybody else was gonna partying and stuff like that, and we were like, gotta finish this before we can come out and meet you guys.
But I think it really taught us how to kind of work fast or kind of prioritize things. So you know how in a normal project in studio sometimes you would get lost in your thoughts and you take time to actually develop anything and you kind of get stuck. And I think this 24-hour deadline really helped us to get the idea quick, make the form, and connect the theoretical text to it. So I think it really helped this.
It also helped our workflows a lot, because we would set up when we would do works that would be in seasons. So different seasons would focus on different formal aspects, and they would try to introduce new constraints into our design process. But for example, when we did a season that focused on augmented reality, doing a single project in AR can take a very long time. But what we would do is over the course of the season, we would build all of these scripts, all of these platforms, all of these tools, like internal tools that would help us. And then it made our production process much quicker so that we could go from the idea that we wanted to convey into a finished object pretty quick.
How important do you think digital modelling and extended reality is to the future of architecture?
I think we all think it's basically vital to the future of architecture to remain relevant in any form whatsoever.
I think it'd be hard to, or we would say it was pretty hard to argue the opposite. It's already taken over quite a huge part of our lives. Like, most people know AR for face filters on social media like Snapchat and Instagram and then Facebook. But within the industry, there's already like a big move towards how architects and the engineering and construction sector can actually use augmented reality, whether it's to help construction or to help the design process. Like, there's a big push, I would say. And I think we recently read that the market's expected to be worth, I think, $160 billion by 2025. So it's a huge industry that's definitely becoming increasingly popular.
I was just gonna say that right now we can see ourselves the way we orientate in the city. So we can't live without our phone. Like, all information is right there. Google Maps, reviews about the cafes where to go, recommendations. So we can't actually orientate only on physical presence of the city anymore. So I think we predict soon augmented reality will act as a bridge between the digital information on your phone and the physical architecture of the city. So somehow it will merge, and eventually we will see it as one piece without having to look on our phone. So it will be